Whether it's winter or summer, we deserve to be comfortable in our homes without it costing a fortune in energy bills. But when warm air or cool air is escaping, we're not only throwing money away, we're also hurting the environment. Atlas Butler Heating and Cooling shows us how to go green, save green, and be comfortable all at the same time. We're in Dublin today with Mark Swebston, president and owner of Atlas Butler Heating and Cooling. And you're in the business of heating and cooling homes, but no matter how efficient a system is, if energy is escaping, you're just going to be fighting a losing battle.
If you check different records, up to 40% of the heat is lost after it comes out of the furnace in most homes that are existing today.
So a great place to start would be an energy audit. Tell us how that works.
Atlas Butler currently is working in conjunction with AEP and Columbia Gas because they have some great programs put together for energy audits and home assistance in there. So when you go first get an independent energy audit from one of those two sources is a great way to get it done. And then you take that audit and then you can categorize what things you think you want to do in your home as it comes through.
What does Atlas hope to accomplish with each energy audit?
Well, if you look at a home and the way they're set up today, if you take your furnace and you can put the highest efficiency furnace in it as possible, but if you have sections of your home that are leaking, like the baseboard around, or the attic doesn't have enough insulation, or you've got leaky windows or things like that, the air is expanding and going out of the home. So we have come together and tried to get with customers, and we set up a division to come into the home and actually repair some of those things along with it so that the heat isn't lost.
You're going to bring equipment in, set it up, and see where energy is actually escaping in a home. It's like having eyes behind the walls of a home.
You'll be able to tell on those type of audits with an infrared camera. You can see where air is actually leaking out of the home when you have that. With a blower door test, which they actually put on your front door of most homes, and they will pressurize the inside of the home and they can see where it actually adds to the air leakage. So you can see in a couple different ways very quickly how it goes through and what the problems you have.
And the biggest culprit when it comes to energy loss is inadequate insulation, and this is something exciting and new for Atlas.
Yes, we have started an insulation division to try to help people because with, you can put the highest efficiency furnace you can possibly get in the home, and then if you let all the air escape out of the home, it doesn't do any good for you. So the insulation as well as the furnace and making them do the right things and be installed properly is a great advantage for all homeowners.
So how soon will homeowners start seeing the benefits when it comes to cost and comfort with new insulation?
Right away. We have a home that we were involved with last winter in the Dublin area, so you'd think they're newer homes and things, but it was probably built in the early 80s. And that home, the gas bills actually were cut in half for the winter.
Wow, so it makes a huge difference. Homeowners may think doors and windows are the two places where we lose the most energy, but that's not necessarily the case.
Correct. If you look at most homes, two of the big ones that people overlooked are the baseboard around the outside of the home that is the level between the crawl space or the home, where the home gets framed in going up. And another one that I love is can lights. If you have a large atrium ceiling like this home, and you have can lights up in the ceiling, and it's not insulated properly or properly enclosed, it could be like having a window open 6 inches all winter long for every light that is in the ceiling.
And you actually have a great demonstration for us when it comes to the type of insulation that you're using now.
Absolutely.
And tell us what you have here.
Okay, this is a test unit that we have put together to show what the insulation factor is and how much air leakage there is between cellulose insulation on this side and fiberglass insulation on this side. If we turn the blower on, we can then put the ping pong balls on the top of it and give you an idea about how the air leakage is. Right here, you can see that there's very, very little air gets through the cellulose insulation. If you put the ball on this side, you can see how it floats so much more and see how much more air leakage there is if you're using fiberglass insulation. So that's why we prefer cellulose insulation so the homeowner gets the best value for their dollar. It'll help save gas and electricity.
So what should a homeowner do if they want to get an energy audit, if they think they might need new insulation? Where should they start?
Well, they can do two things. They can just call us at Atlas Butler at 1-800-FURNACE is the first one, or they can get in contact with either one of the energy programs with AEP or Columbia Gas.
Mark, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
To learn more, call Atlas Butler Heating and Cooling at 1-800-FURNACE or schedule an appointment online at atlasbutler.com. If your company would like to be on Weekday Connect, call 614-562-1912 or email us at info@weekdayconnect.com.